Hey friends and family, welcome to Marcie Creates. This is Marcie, and this is going to be another design that I am making with the Bargain Bead Box Seafoam Sunrise. Beautiful, beautiful palette. Lovely complementary color palette that I find very appealing. It's one of my favorite combinations. And we did some earrings a few days ago, and I'm going to do a necklace tonight. So I've got a few things started, just so you can see. I'm making my own focal for this. I have this piece left over from another project, and I am using the toggle clasp, and I'm going to hang some dangles from this, and then this is going to be our focal piece. So that's what I'm working on right now. Let me scoot in a little. Happy hump day to you all. I always think about that commercial with the camel. Hump day. Cracks me up. We're going to be using turquoise color SoftFlex tonight. Medium in a turquoise color. I thought I had something a little more seafoamy green, but I'm going to just go with this. And again, this is one of my favorite things to use to string with. The beads really glide on here very nicely. And I will put a link for this in my description. I'm also we're going to use a hook and eye clasp for the end of the necklace. And I've got some head pins here, but it's going to be pretty much straightforward stringing. I'm thinking of doing what I like to refer to as color blocking. So we'll be doing large chunks of color, interspersed with probably I've got some spacer beads here that I pulled out of my stash. We may include some other things. We'll just see. So I'm going to put this aside. We don't need that quite yet. So what I did already is I've made my drops for to hang from the bottom of that pendant. I've got some of these Amazonite 3mm faceted rounds in this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous agate. And then I have this square bead is a Czech Picasso finish square bead, and some more Amazonite and some more copper. And then we just have a little cone here. It's a crystal cone, again with the spacer beads. So I'm just gonna hang them from this jump ring and from here. So we're just gonna make some loops and get going. So hope everybody's week's gone well. Mine has been a little interesting. I came back to work today from being off. Oh, I'm going to do wire wrap loops too, by the way. That's what I'm doing right now. And yeah, so I came back to hundreds of emails. as happens when you take any time off, but got to take those days. I was going to lose them if I didn't use them, so let me pull out just a little. All right. I have all my beads up top here. I'll give you a view of those here in a little bit. But right now I just want to get all these finished off. I like doing dangles that are all different. I think it looks kind of boho-y, eclectic-y kind of look. If those are words. And I was thinking about this necklace all day. I'm going to cut these after I'm done wrapping them. I just kept thinking about what I was going to do tonight for the project. Truth be told, I did work on a video last night for you with a necklace, a different design, and my goodness, that was a disaster. So, I mean, I don't mind making mistakes on camera, but this was a bit much, and I've just realized, you know, if this ever happens to you, just know it happens to me too. You sit down, you have a great idea, and you start to create something and just nothing goes right. and you start getting frustrated, you just gotta put it down and walk away. It'll come to you later. You know, tell the perfectionist in you to be quiet and take a nap. That's what I did. I put mine to bed. I just curled up with the girls, you know, after about it was just a comedy of errors, and I turned the camera off, and I looked at one of my little doggies, Ginger, and I said, Ginger, we just need to go night-night. Your mama's done for the day. And that's perfectly okay. So if that happens to you, just know it happens to me all the time. It's just part of being creative, I think. Sometimes, you know, it's just not in the cards for that day. Even though you really want to make something. And I did want to get another video out to you all, but I would rather give you a good video than a mess. And, you know, like I said, I don't mind making mistakes on camera, because you learn from me if I make them, and I can get myself out of it. But at the same time, you don't want a bunch of chaos. You don't want to watch that. All right. So here's my jump ring. I might change that out. I'm thinking it might be too big, but I don't know yet. I have to try it. Sometimes it's fine. I did try to make these, you know, different widths and different lengths a little bit so that they would hang nicely. So that's a thought if you're going to do this technique. And you know, I think I got this piece from the Bargain Beadbox website, and they had them in different finishes. I didn't look to see if they have more, but they're really pretty. They're great for earrings, and you can do them, you can use them, you know, upside down, right side up, whatever you want to do. I love that. And like I said, they come in different finishes. I do know there's a silver and a gold, I believe, if they still have them. All right, let's see what happens here. I just wanted a variety of textures and shapes. I think I want that longer one in the middle. Let's see. That might hang better. Yeah. Looks good. Let's see if I'm gonna like this loop or not. A lot of this is trial and error, as I'm sure you're aware. Yep, I think that works. I don't want them so tight that they're gonna... Oop, hang on a minute. I gotta make sure this jump ring is right. There we go. Yeah, I like that. So my thought for stringing this, let's see, is to use the SoftFlex. I'm gonna make a lark's head knot and cover the knot with this bead here. So let's pull some of that. Again, this is the turquoise color. I think I do want to make this, I don't want to make it super long, but I like things that you can layer. And this would be a good layering piece with a chain with lots of beads on it, or beaded chain, or maybe something leather might work. This is great stuff. Love it. All right. So I didn't put a lot of, I'm just trying to measure. Okay, so this is about 24 inches, what I have right here. And I'm just folding it in half. And the thing that I like about SoftFlex As you can tell from the name, Flex, it's very flexible. And you can do all sorts of stuff with it. They have a bunch of, their own YouTube channel, and they have a bunch of tutorials and things on their website, and they have a great Facebook group too. So let's see. I'm wondering, I think I should probably put a crimp bead to keep that tight. I think I'm going to do that. These are the crimp beads that you can get from them, which I highly recommend. They are fabulous. And if you get their mystery kits, you always get these and some findings in their mystery kits, which are so much fun. They collaborate with Jesse James Beads and other bead companies, and their kits are very fun. All right, let's see. So I'm just going to tighten this up. And we're just going to crimp. There we go. Let's see how this looks with our, this is a large hole bead. Yeah. It's kind of floating on there now, but when we get the weight of the other beads, it'll be fine. You won't see it so much. So let's get to stringing. I do have a bunch of seed beads, which I might use. I might intersperse them, I might not. I haven't really decided yet. Also, I will probably make some loops at the end with these. But let me think here. I want to, of course, we want to use our amazonite, our gorgeous amazonite. So let's pull that down here. We have more up here if we need it. I have a couple really pretty cones that I want to use. And then here's some more agate. I've been calling them Jupiter beads because they really look like a little planet, don't they? And I love the frosty texture. But then we have some that are smooth. Oops. And these guys, these faceted kind of cone beads. Oh, and I wanted to show you, I found these bead caps. These also came from Bargain Bead Box. And you see how these are shaped like a little, almost looks like a gumdrop, doesn't it? Kind of a gumdrop shape. I'm going to put this rounded, and he's going to wear a little hat when I'm stringing. It's going to have a little hat. Okay. Absolutely love these bright orange crystals. Definitely want to do something with those. And I also like these half and halves. It's got kind of a cream and a gold. I'll put some over here. I think we'll start with this, and then I do have a couple of these for my stash. I thought those would be neat too, as some more crystal accents. Hey, thanks for the comments on the what to do with these. I didn't use enough glue, so I'm gonna have to redo that, but I will check out, I need to subscribe to that Bargain Bead Box YouTube. I don't know how I missed that they had a channel now, but I will definitely be subscribing and checking that out. That is very cool. I also have some kind of light. I might put some of these little guys in here, these little light crystals. Even though they're not exactly matchy-matchy, I think they go. These also came from my stash. All right, so let's get going. Let's see. So, and I got a lot of spacers too. Let me grab some of those. Almost everything you see, if it didn't come in the box for this month, it did come from their website, because I love to get my findings from them, because they have the cadmium-free, lead-free, nickel-free metals. And I know a lot of people, including myself, I'm very sensitive about metal. I break out if I have metal that's not, you know, if it has any of those things in it. It makes me itch. All right. I think I might do one more. I think I'm going to put this little guy. I think I'm going to put a hat on this guy too. One of these little saucers with the texture. I like those. Just to kind of fix that up. Okay. So I think a lot of times when I'm stringing, I like to string one side, and then if I like it, I'll repeat it on the other side. That way, if I don't like it, I can change it. For those of you who've been watching me for a little while, you've heard that before, but I'm just trying to make sure I explain to the new folks. I got some new subscribers this past week, so that was very exciting. So if you're new, welcome and thank you. And if you're not subscribed yet, I sure would love to have you. And join the Facebook group while you're at it. There were some from a month ago, and I missed them, and I don't know how I did that. I didn't get a notification, and I check that Facebook group all the time, but I did approve everybody that was waiting, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to double check after this video as well. But, yeah, if you're new there, welcome. Okay, so right away, I think I want to, let me just grab a couple of these. So, color blocking. When I talk about color blocking, I just do sections of color, and then I will, in the break between, I will put a spacer bead, or I'll do a pattern to kind of break it up. So right now I'm doing this light color, and sometimes there'll be stuff between the beads and sometimes not. And I always work in odd numbers. I learned that in interior design school. Like when you're arranging something in your house or on your table, if you use odd numbers, it somehow, for whatever reason, it's more pleasing to the eye. FYI. All right, and I think I'm gonna put this little fancy one. And then we'll go into some blues. This is a really pretty box. They're all pretty, but I especially love this color combination. I'm always drawn to it. All right, so now let's do some of these guys. I have a lot of these, so I think I'm going to do 5. I don't know if I have enough bead caps, though. Let me check. If I do that on the other side, I'm going to need 10. So here's 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, make sure you have enough. I've made that mistake before. So I know I have enough of these and these, so I'm not too worried about it. Okay, so we got these for the other side over here. That way I don't grab them. It's a nice tip. I really do love the design on these as well. Isn't that pretty? I love that. Okay. It might be kind of fun to change direction on these. Like maybe we'll put a daisy spacer. Let's check, let's see what this looks like. Daisy spacer, and then we'll do the flat end. Another cone. And then, well, if we're gonna have 2, maybe we'll do another, well, let's do a little masonite piece. No. Nope. Let's do I want to try to keep this simple. That's the thing with color blocking. See, I love to make like elaborate patterns. I tend to get into that little... I work myself into a corner with patterns, and then I'm like, oh, maybe I was a little too busy. The key to color blocking is to keep it simple. All right, and I think these are broken up enough. I'm not sure that's gonna work out with 5. Let's do another spacer. We won't know till we try, right? My other favorite thing to do is asymmetrical. That's kind of got an asymmetrical color block kind of. Yeah, I think that's fine. If this drives you bananas, you can always add another one. I mean, it's your necklace. You're designing it, right? You do it. You do you. All right, now I am going to put another daisy spacer. And then I'm going to take one of these guys and one of these guys. Let me move that up. Let's just do that. And another daisy. And then let's do some blue. I don't have many of these left. I used a lot of these. The polished round ones. So pretty. Let's see how many I have left. I didn't count these before the video. I have 8. I think I'm going to do 3 and 3. And we're going to save 2 of them. Oh, there's another one. They kind of blend into these guys. But I think that might be what's left. All right. So let's put these guys on here. And I'm not going to put anything in between them. All right. I think we'll do another round. Little spacer bead. Let's do some orange. Looks like I don't have too many of those. Well, I have some in the corner. Not true, I do have some in the corner. These are really sparkly. I like them. What do we think so far? I think I like that. Let's add another spacer. This is one of the, you know, if you're, this always looks nice. So if you're really stuck, I mean, not everything you're using is gorgeous. So you don't have to be complicated. I have a lot of these, so I think I'm going to do 5. But I like the color blocking technique if you want to make something pretty and you don't want to be thinking all day and night about what type of pattern. So I think I'm going to do another little bit up here, and then that's going to be it, so that we have enough wire to do our closures and stuff. And one of the reasons I like using the colors is if it shows like it does down here, it coordinates and it becomes part of your design. So I like that look. Let's see, let me add another one of these guys, because I had some at the bottom down here. And another little spacer bead. You know, these spacer beads are not the most exciting things to purchase, but they sure do come in handy when you need them. So since we're getting to the top of the necklace, I am going to use some smaller beads. I like to do that as well. I think it's more comfortable. You know, for your neck, or whoever's going to be wearing it. So I think I like that. Let's do the other side, and then we'll take a look at how that all comes together. But if for some reason, the reason I string the one side, sometimes I do it on my videos and sometimes I don't, but most of the time I do try to do this. You're only having to redo one side is the whole point to this, because that's kind of a bummer if you get to the point where you've done both sides and you decide, oh, I want to change this or that, and you got to unstring all of it. Not that it's a big deal, but it's kind of a pain, let's be honest. All right. Oh, and I heard you all loud and clear on the earrings. I did put, I did make that one set longer with the chain, so thank you for that. Thank you. And yes, to the Marcie minis. So I'll get started on some of those. Somebody asked me about vintage patina paints, and I don't have any of those, but that doesn't mean I won't. I do have, they had really cute wooden pieces that you could paint with some paints that I still have. I could do that, but I will get into the vintage paints. I think that's fun. I enjoy doing things like that too. So I don't know if I'll do it, you know, right away, but I always keep a list of ideas, and I added that to my list. So thank you, and I will respond to your comments for sure. I really appreciate them. Thank you for taking the time to even say anything. I appreciate that, and the comments do help my channel, and it helps me know what you want to see or what you like and don't like. So very helpful. And then if you have technical questions, the best place to go is the Facebook group, because we have a lot of people on that Facebook group that are really helpful, and I don't pretend to know everything. So sometimes you might want to get the group. You know, you can ask the whole group. And, you know, we've just got some really nice folks in that Facebook group. It's a really lovely community. I'm very happy. This has been a good decision for me. I never thought I would do something like this, but I sure am glad that I did. And that's because of you all. So thank you. Couldn't ask for nicer people to create with. All right. So this is, once you've got that one side also decided, stringing up the other side really doesn't take long. So that's also good. Easy spacer. And our crystal. I think this was left over from a kit. I don't remember which one, but once I'm done, you know, with a subscription box, then anything I have left over, I jokingly call it general population, Gen Pop. But I have my beads organized by color in some drawers, and I put them in there. Unless for some reason I think I might want to come back to it and make more stuff, then I will store everything together. But if I think I'm finished, then I'll move like the blue beads over into my blues. And I was checking the other day, I have a lot of blue beads. I really like blue. Did I miss a, yes I did. See, look at that. Now, one thing you're going to learn about me is I love to yap. And I forget what I'm doing. So there we go. But again, it's not going to take that long to string it because we already have the other side going. So spring is definitely sprung around here. The buds are on the trees. Everybody's sneezing, including poor Cha-Cha. She's been sneezing her head off. Man, I love these. Oh, I also think Bargain Bead Box has extras right now from this box on their Beadbox Bargains website. And you know, you get 30% off with your coupon if you have that box, if you get that box. If you don't have that subscription, it's one I recommend to a lot of people, especially if you're a beginner and you need to, you know, you want to have lots of good quality beads to play with for not a lot of money, because what they send you for 20 bucks is, or 21 bucks, I can't remember now. Way, you can walk out of Michael's with that for that kind of money. And then you get a 30% discount all month long. So good stash builder, that Bargain Bead Box. All right. And I saw some beautiful designs today as I was going through Facebook that people are posting. So do check out their Facebook group as well. All right, so we need 5 of these. I just think these are cool. It's almost like 2 beads in one, since you got 2 different finishes. All right. Well, we didn't use any seed beads tonight, but that's fine. I think I'm just going to let the wire show, because it's so pretty and it coordinates nicely with our colors. All right, we're down to the last 5 beads on this side, and we'll take a look, see if we want to add anything else. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Ooh, I still have the plastic on that. All right, let's see. Oh, see, the color blocking, it just looks great. It doesn't matter what beads you use. Yeah, I like that. Let me move my camera just a little. You like that? I think that's pretty. Do we want to add more? I'm wondering, should we add some blue up at the top here? Let's see, I have 3 of these, so don't think I have another. So maybe 1, and then maybe we'll do 3. Let's see. I don't know why I did that. Sometimes I confuse myself. Actually, not sometimes. A lot of times. Let's see. Maybe we can do... So these are... Oh! So these are lighter than the... Oh! Okay, so these are lighter than these. That's cool. I just want to make sure I have enough wire. I think I will. I think if we just add... Let me just add 1 spacer. These are rondelles, so they're not as... The round ones take up more room, of course. Let's see. I think we'll stop there. Let me grab a crimp bead. Actually, you know what? I think I might want to add some chain, and the reason I say that is you can adjust the length if you have a little bit of chain. The question is, I've got paper clip chain. I kind of keep my chain in. I've got a bin of chains. We've got Rollo chain. I think the Rollo chain, that SoftFlex might slide through there. I'm looking for some soldered. I like that round chain. Oh, those aren't soldered. Okay. I think these are soldered. Yeah. Let's do a little bit of chain. All right. I'll show you my little bin here in a minute. If I can keep it from knocking the camera over. I'm going to show you at the end of the video. I think it's too tall, and I'm not really trusting my luck right now. So let me get this other side strung, and then we'll... Whew, yeah, I don't want to tempt fate, guys. We'll probably have an avalanche of some kind, or who knows. Sometimes these videos can get real dramatic. I don't know, some of you may remember this when we lost power in the middle of one of my videos. Everything went dark because we had a storm. So yeah, note to self, don't make videos during storms. But I know it was gonna storm. That's Texas for you. It just changes on a whim. All right, so I have this really pretty chain, and maybe I'll do, let's see, 7 links on one side, and yeah, let me put this through here so I know which one I'm gonna cut. Don't ever, I hope this works, don't use your for you new folks, don't use your flush cutters for chain like that. You'll destroy your flush cutters. Hopefully, I don't. Oh, there we go. So 7 on that side. And we'll do 5 on the other. And then maybe we'll do a little dangle. I like to do that on chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to cut this one. So I'll put the toggle. Oh, you know what? We're using a hook and oh, that's okay. Because the hook can go through one of these. Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to put the, in fact, then I don't, okay. I'm silly. So, normally, if you were using, so this is the hook and eye. But because I'm using chain that's thick enough, I'm not going to use the eye side of it. We're just going to use the hook. And I know it doesn't match exactly, but that doesn't really bother me. That's going to be behind somebody's neck, and it's not really that bad of a look, to be honest, because we've got some different kind of tones going on throughout the whole necklace. So, yes, let's put our chain on. So I'm going to put the hook on this side, and then this way you can attach it on the same 5th one, but if you need a little more room, you've got a couple more links. So that'll be nice. So let me add this. And I'm using these that are soldered so that the SoftFlex does not slide through any little cracks, because that can happen. Or you could use a wire guardian if you need to. And I will show you one of those. I'm not going to use one. I did pull some out. I like to use them for multi-strand necklaces, but that would be a way to go if you have chain that's got, you know, a little bit of a space. Oh, come on. And I don't want to make this too tight. You know, you want some movement. We're just going to come in here with our crimpers. I will cover this with a crimp cover here in just a second. Now we can use our flush cutters. Okay. So here is a wire guardian for those of you who don't use these. And what's nice about these is a little channel at the top, and it's got little holes. Oops. Well, have a nice trip, mister. Oh boy. It's got little holes. And you slide your wire through there and along here, and you crimp down here. You do add your crimp bead first, then you slide your wire, then you attach it to whatever you're going to attach it to, and then you connect your wire to the crimp and you crimp down. So, if you have chain that's got a little bit of gap, you can do that to keep it from sliding through that little gap, because the wire guardian will help keep that from happening. It's also nice because it keeps the friction. I mean, the SoftFlex is really resilient, but you know, things rub over time, you know, just by wearing. And the wire guardian is very helpful to kind of protect your wire against the other surfaces that it may rub up against. So I am just attaching a crimp cover. And then I need a ring, jump ring. I like that one better. I don't know why. I just like that one better. All right. I think also I got these hook and eye from Bargain, or Beadbox Bargains rather. Okay. That's one side down. Now let's do our other side. So I need another crimp bead. This is our longer side. But you know what else was nice too? If you wanted it to be shorter, then you could just hook at the very end there. That's also a possibility. I want to make these a little bit even. Slide that down. Just want to make sure it's evened up. It's not going to be exact, but you want it as close as you can get it. Sorry, I know you can't see what I'm doing. Sorry. All right. That's the other forgiving thing. If you don't have it exact, you can, the chain helps with that. You can pick different lengths. He does not want to cooperate. Let's see. Oh, there we go. There you go. All right, let's see. I need to move up. Yeah, that looks good. Looks good. All right. Yeah, copper looks great with blue. Again, complementary colors. All right. Oh, and I am gonna revisit the color theory that we did a while back. But I wanted to mention, I was looking on the Jesse James Beads website, and the spring classes, Sarah James is also going to be teaching some color theory. So, always good to hear it from other people or multiple sources. Helps reinforce what you're learning. All right. I think I turned this around. Yeah, I did. No worries. All right. And let's make a little, so this is going to hook on this fifth one. Just like that. And let's make a little dangle. Let's do it. Let's see. What can we do here? Maybe one of these guys. A little saucer would be nice. Oh, you know what? I think I've got another cone. I do. Do I have another bead cap? I do. Hey! That's awesome. That's awesome. Awesome sauce. Oh, and I want to do a little bead at the end. So that's going to be our dangle. Let's just make that real quick. Kind of need something. That's a bit much. Let's do bead cap. There we go. All right. Just gonna wire wrap it right to the chain. Okay. I'm using antique brass because I ran out of copper. I need to get even more head pins. I bought a bunch, but they were gold and silver, and now I need to get copper, and I'm running out of the bronze too. It's amazing how fast you go through different findings. You know, you find your favorites, and then you better stock up because you run out quick. Okay. Almost to the finish line. I tell you, this video has gone way better than last night's. Last night was just not happening. Okay. Look at this, guys. This is pretty. Love the colors. I love to do color blocking. It's fun. Fun and easy. And I like our little dangle. Let me move everything. What do you think? Pretty? I think it turned out very nice. Do try this technique. You know, especially if you got colors you like, but you're not sure how you want to go about making something. The color blocking is a great way to go. And very on trend. You see a lot of color blocking in fashion. It's not going to go anywhere, I don't think, anytime soon. Think of odd numbers for your stacks. And yeah, give this a try. Let me show you really quickly that container that I was keeping my my chain in. I'm always changing up the way that I organize stuff. And I just found that the way that I was organizing my chain was not... Let me pull up just a bit. Sorry. Fingers. But this is... Sorry, guys. This is what I have. And it came from... I got it on Amazon. I can link it. In fact, I will link it. But these come off. And see, I've got all my chain in there. You can see through it. And these come off. And I like it. You could do it for different types of beads, or I'm using it for my chain. A lot of people hang their chain, but I just don't have the wall space. So I've had to do something like this. But it has 4 different... 1, 2, 3, 4, yep. 4 different... It's about $12. 4 different little, you know, sections, and they stack up. It's got a nice little handle. You could pull one of these out and take it over to your workstation, and they snap really nicely. So easy to, you know, get to what you need to get to. They stack nicely. You got a handle. This is the side. Let me scooch out a little bit more. Whoops. So yeah, this has been a nice thing. I bought one to try it, and I really like it. So now that's what I'm using. So let's give one more gander at the necklace. I hope that moving in and out of the camera didn't make you too dizzy. But I do like to share storage things and things that I find that are helpful. Yay. Love it. And you can layer other pieces with it. And I do like the paperclip chain, which is also, you know, still going strong if you look at jewelry, you know, in catalogs and stuff like that or online. Still using a lot of paperclip chain out there. So wow. So I'm going to try to finish that one necklace that I was having so much trouble with that I didn't want to do the video. It was just, maybe I'll save it for a bloopers. Somebody asked me to do a bloopers video, which I think would be kind of fun. That takes a lot of editing though, so don't hold your breath on that, but it is an idea. Thanks so much for watching tonight. I hope you learned some things. I hope you enjoyed the process of color blocking. Hope it gave you some ideas, got your wheels turning. So thanks again for watching. If you will like and subscribe, if you're not already subscribed, that really helps my channel out. And leave me a comment. I love to hear from you. So with that, I'm going to say good evening or good morning or good afternoon, whenever it is you're watching this. Please take care of your sweet selves and be safe. Take care of your families and your health and all that good stuff. And I will see you on the next video.